Let's jump in and do some research on this big scary holiday that's coming up this Q4. Studies show that nearly 57% of brands see their sales spike in the fourth quarter. Of course, the fourth quarter being the last quarter of each year, being Q4. As you jumpstart your holiday preparations for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, remember that there are plenty of other fall spending events. As you can see, Q4 starts with September, but obviously what we're talking about here is Halloween. Check this out, historical planned Halloween spending in billions. Planned spending in billions, 9.1 billion from a study done in 2017. This is August 13th, 2021. And what we're doing is getting ready for the upcoming Q4, but specifically Halloween. So whether you're a die-hard Halloween fan or simply follow statistics, this is a holiday that can be maximized to bring in a few extra bucks and kick off the first round of holiday sales. Because when we talk about kicking off the first round of holiday sales, of course, you see here Halloween, the moves into Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and any other holiday that is celebrated in this last quarter of the year. Of course, when we're talking about designing the products, having the tools, and spending the time and effort and putting your energy into learning how to use these tools. For example, the Affinity Designer video, put a card up here in the right hand corner. You can check this out where I talked a little bit about grimoire or spell book paper that most likely will be big in this Q4. So we'll go to Amazon and we'll start with Halloween Activity Book. One of 48 of over 5,000 results for Halloween Activity Book. As you can see, most of these are aimed at kids, and these are really easy to make. And you can see you can get lots of ideas just by coming in here and typing in Halloween Activity Book and really taking a look at what's inside each one of these. Of course, stay away from any branded things. But for example, let's just click on one of these and check it out. Halloween Activity Book for kids, ages 4 to 8, a scary fun workbook for happy Halloween learning, costume party coloring, ... mazes, word search, and more. Take a look inside, scroll down, this book belongs to, and you can't see inside, but you can simply see you have some word search, some very simple ... and a coloring page. Put a card up here in the right hand corner to a video that talks about a set of tools over at Puzzle Publishers that can do all of these things. Spell book. Now this is where we talked about the grimoire paper here, but take a look at some of these and see what you could do here. Of course, in that video that I showed you using tangent templates, they have grimoire paper or spellbook paper, and there's tons and tons of great books here that could easily be created. Which takes you to do a search for grimoire, the word itself, one of 48 of over 2,000 results for grimoire, and you can see that you can take a look at these. And while a lot of these are physical books and actual recipe books, but there are some journals in here, and you can of course click on them and take a look inside and see what the competition is doing and see what you can create. A place to record spells, rituals, recipes, and more. And then you see when you get into the actual inside of the book, it really just boils down to lined paper with a little bit of content here to kick it off. Welcome to Witchery, craft your own circle, date performed, moon, astrology phases, tools, equipment, prayer, spell script, invocation, results, reflections, and then it continues on here. Basically, this is a prompt-based journal. Again, if you check out that video in the cards, you'll see here that the tangent templates has pretty much the same information. So you can create that journal rather easily. Again, day performed, moon astrology phases, tool, equipment, prayer, spell script, invocation. Of course, this comes into the idea of actually studying the niche and finding out exactly what is required and what people do, the things they use, what they're talking about, what they're thinking, why they're interested in this. But just looking at the trend itself, if you go to Google Trends and type in grimoire, you can see that even though you would think that this is basically something that sells around Halloween, you can see that this is pretty level or pretty even when it comes to charting the trend and how often this book would sell. Another great place, another great tool to do research is inside of BookBolt, inside of their cloud feature for research. You can see here the top 100 best-selling journals. Bring the BSR down between 1 to 500,000. Type in grimoire here in the keywords, hit search, and check out some of these results. Of course, here you can see the title, the author, the reviews, the ASIN, the price, the current BSR, as well as the average BSR for the past 30 days. But focus in on this current BSR with an estimated monthly sales of 190. Scroll down here and check this one out. And the reason I'm going to take a look at this one is because the publication date of this one is 2019, so it actually has a history that we can look at by simply clicking this BSR price history function here inside of BookBolt, inside of BookBolt Cloud. And of course then you can see the pricing right here, but also what you see here is when I move along the pricing, you'll see the dot below, which is actually graphing the BSR. So in October, the sales rank was 193,841. You can see by October 10th, it dropped down. Then it sort of stayed in that same range. But you can see by October 30th, it was down below 100,000, where it stayed for quite some time, basically through all of Q4, so Halloween all the way through Christmas. And then after Christmas, you can see that it jumped back up, but it actually lowered back down, so it stays pretty consistent, kind of like that Google trend graph that we looked at a second ago. But this is a very powerful tool here inside of BookBolt, inside of the cloud function, looking at the BSR and price history to see that the price has always stayed right here at $8.99, but you can see it goes up and down depending on the time of year. And of course, Q4 kicking off in October, then with Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's following, you can see that it did pretty well. And of course, takes us back to this projected spending of $9.1 billion. So no time like the present, jump in, start doing your research, get some good ideas of exactly what you can sell during this scary but possibly lucrative niche if you jump in, do the correct research, and create something of high quality. And to do that, click on the video you see right now, give you some more research ideas. Look forward to seeing you inside that video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.